So, how about Noelle kind of shooting us up with... Not Noelle.
Not a rock.
A rock shooting us up with that make the Noelle a vampire juice.
It was, yeah.
And then it taking 2 days to not even kill us, really. Just kill Shiki.
Right.
And replace him with presumably Roa.
Yeah. That has some bad implications.
A little bit. But it also does still beg the question, like... I mean, it explains now why she was so surprised it didn't do anything immediately.
Right, yeah.
Oh, this is the less effective one that hurts a whole fuck ton. And then she gave it to us and like, nothing happened.
So...
Huh.
She actually expected us to turn into a dead apostle in the middle of the school?
Yeah.
In broad daylight?
Yep, she sure did.
God damn it.
This fucking lady, I swear. Alright, you spider-haired demon.
Yeah.
Fine, we'll take the one that's not pain incarnate. Thank you.
Yes, take the normal one.
No, I already did the other option.
Right. Yeah, you'll be fine. It's just normal vaccine.
Despite the dissatisfaction on Professor Arachnid's face, she carries out the injection deftly. But
not without some creepy faces there.
But
yes.
You're not wearing a nurse's outfit.
You're
just wearing your normal clothes.
Was she supposed to be wearing a nurse's outfit?
Well, if she was, they would have drawn her wearing some. This is not 1994.
Maybe
we can afford more than one outfit per character.
Yeah.
Look at Mahoyo.
Yeah. Maybe she wants Shiki to think of her in a nurse's outfit.
Yeah, I don't want to deal with you anymore. Goodbye.
Look, Akiha's gonna be mad if we keep doing this. Also, yes, I literally cannot escape you.
I don't mean to be rude, but second period will be over by the time Arak's done talking my ear off. I fix my clothes and leave the nurse's office.
Why do you have to fix your clothes?
As I do.
Oh, wait, you're not going to appear anymore?
Hooray!
Is that what she means?
I guess we're done with her until Red Garden, then.
I guess?
Except I'm sure we're gonna... No, we're gonna see her on the 10th, though, as she's busy...
Well, the player will, but Shiki won't.
I'm gonna make a whole fuck ton of dead apostles.
She is about to cause a lot of trouble for him, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. She probably is gonna, like, skip town after the Noelle thing.
I mean, when she has dead apostle goo and can just go around making everybody dead apostles.
Yeah, that's not good.
Let's just keep her away from the twins, huh? And Satsuki. Her ominous remark stops me in my tracks. But only for a second. This has to be more of her usual crazy talk.
Totally.
On the other side of the curtain, Professor Arak's long hair sways like a spider web. Wow, go fucking figure.
Yeah.
Weird how that works, huh?
Okay. The day continues.
CL threatens us with a gun.
Yes. With the awesome power of her vampire-killing weapon that she might use on us.
No, she only uses it on sinners or whatever.
Something like that, yeah. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, she's got to tell us all about how evil, Ark is. Yes, she's bad news. Please don't associate with her. Let's get in a shouting match about it. Fine, I don't care about you anymore. I'm definitely not going to stalk you on your way home tonight.
Yeah. Yes, then we
Then we come over
do torture
here and
session
we
with Noelle.
do torture time with Noelle.
Do we still get a choice on this one?
Yeah, we do.
Well, whichever one you want, right?
Yeah, I mean, I've had a bunch of people now say that like this one leads to a bad end later on, and I can find in documentation for this game, I can find no evidence that that's the case.
Okay, yeah.
Right? Like I've had a couple, I've had probably 2 or 3 different people say that in the comments, and like
Yeah.
I've looked, I've checked the number of endings.
Yeah.
And I've checked the number of endings against the number of endings that are in here, and they're the same. So
Okay.
I don't think there's one that we're gonna miss.
But just in case.
If there is, like, we'll come back for it eventually.
Yeah.
But like, I don't think that there is an actual issue here.
Well,
but
the choice doesn't really matter.
Just unless, right? Unless, as you know, the implication. So the implication is that picking this one leads to an unavoidable bad end somewhere down the line.
Well, I mean, we can always come back if we hit a dead
That's
end
what
we
I'm.
don't know about.
Well,
I mean, if it leads to a dead end, then we should see it to make sure we actually hit one at all.
but I just can't find any evidence of it existing.
Well,
That's
yeah,
the
but there's
problem.
no harm in selecting it then if it doesn't lead to anything.
Unless it's like a point thing, you know. That's the concern here.
It's-
I've double checked the number of dead ends.
Yeah.
There are 21 dead ends, and we hit all of them along the way. So like we're not missing one.
Do we lose CL points or something for picking
I
them?
have no idea.
Okay.
Like, it's just if this matters, we'll come back and deal with it eventually. But like,
Okay.
I've checked, and I cannot find any reference anywhere to this choice being like a death that happens later.
Okay.
So unless it's just like an alternate way to get to
One of the Roa
to get to the one that we just did, like where we
Maybe?
turn into
Mhm.
Roa or something. I have no idea.
Or maybe you have to do both steps?
Well, you don't have to do both steps because last time,
Yeah, as long as you get the shot, you get that bad end, huh?
yeah.
Okay, now
Okay, now we
CL is
gotta-
going to make a colossal mistake.
Okay, now we gotta go fight Ark.
Well, we're not fighting Ark.
Well, we collectively.
Yeah, well.
And then Ark summons a big fucking pool of blood.
Yeah.
And CL is not equipped for this fight.
Not at all. Alrighty, then Shiki is gonna step in. Yeah. Yeah.
Then we get the goofy time music for like a split second.
Right.
And then everybody gets mad at everybody and we all go home sad.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and CL also checks to see if she's still immortal.
Right, yeah. That would have been really bad.
That's the day she finds out her immortality wore off. She's
Yeah.
like, off me.
Right.
I don't need to save here, thank you. Yeah, I know. Ark can seal too. Come on.
Okay. Oh. We're still getting this.
Hey,
stinging
anybody with
lines.
epilepsy, fair warning.
Okay.
Darahiko's here. He doesn't know who CL is. We get all worried. Then we see her having lunch, and she
Right.
refuses to talk to us because we're kind of a jerk or whatever. And then we have a big heart-to-heart. And don't worry, Colette is Colette. 10 out of 10. Yeah, no, we have to go now, otherwise we die.
Yes. We can't be alone in that room with Noelle.
Oh, right.
Just ask about Ark now, right?
No.
Oh.
I'm pretty sure you have to go through the whole thing, otherwise it's gonna, like, loop.
Oh, alright. Well, if we gotta do it, we already saw it, so, you know.
Yeah.
And
Got the core.
armor. She's pretty proud of.
Black keys.
Oh, God. Yeah. She sees the universe.
Die! Legs. Boots. Thighs. Boobs. Okay, fine. We'll talk about Ark.
Okay, yeah. And that's around the point where we let it slip that Roa's already dead.
Not quite.
Not just yet.
It's gonna be like
gets to
after
name
we
it
wake
first.
up, yeah. There it is.
Yeah. Okay, yep.
Nope. We can't let her go alone. We gotta go.
And we shouldn't wait for her to get back, because then Noelle will find us.
And calling Noelle did call. And then Noelle shows up, and she's like, "Ha-ha! I've caught you!"
Right, and she specifically is trying to kill Shiki. And CL is having none of that.
No. CL just puts a fucking straight-up knife through this lady's shoulder and tells her to go talk to the church to have it healed.
Right.
And Noelle's like,
She
"I
doesn't-
can't do that. I got bit by a vampire. They'll kill me. I'll just be a vampire instead."
Apparently, it was like psychosomatic, and she wasn't.
Right,
a
yeah.
apostle.
I mean, according to Iraq, anyway.
Right.
Also, I do love the implication that she's just been living in that crater for, like, days now.
I don't know.
Not Iraq, obviously, but
Yeah.
Noelle.
Yeah, that Noelle's been hiding out there for like 2 days since she got bit or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, we don't need to save the progress. That's fine, thank you.
Okay.
Day 11, epilogue. Never mind.
Yeah. So, memories, yes.
Memories.
Okay, so far so good.
Okay, even as far as Akiha, everything's still fine.
Yeah.
What, all the stuff with Satsuki is also still fine.
Okay, good. She is A-okay. So that means...
This
Oh.
chair, this chair, this chair, this chair.
So that was actually Shiki then, I think.
Oh, okay. Alright, we found the new stuff.
Okay. Oh, right, yeah, we're not gonna die now.
I must be hearing things.
Okay.
I awake to the sound of people screaming.
Oh, that's weird.
Fun. Are they screaming at this chair?
Or are they, like, screaming at each other?
No, they're screaming.
Is this just domestic violence?
No, they're screaming at a chair. They're
Oh.
just brutalizing a chair in the hallway. It's this chair specifically. This one here. Not any other chair. This one.
Are we in trouble?
It's past midnight. My stomach is berating me for going to sleep without dinner.
Well.
But it's not as though I can cook myself. Phrasing.
Also, Shiki, you can cook. You just take food and apply heat.
I'm pretty sure there should have been a comma there. Like, it's not as though I can cook, comma, myself.
Right,
comma.
yeah, I know. That's...
So, like, because that says, it's not as though I can cook myself.
Right, yeah, which he can't. That would...
I mean, he could. It would just be incredibly painful. So I'll have to head outside and see what I can find.
At midnight?
Outside? I'm gonna just go down to the McDonald's
You
and get
can't
him.
just eat something from the kitchen?
Where's the 24/7 KFC?
Then again, he might be having some urges.
Incidentally, when we talk about eating, we're really conflating two different things. There's eating for pleasure, which requires time and effort.
Uh-huh.
And then there's eating for sustenance, which can be done efficiently.
True.
It's the latter I'm interested in tonight.
You just need energy, huh?
In my current lethargic state, I have no energy to waste.
Okay.
But instead, I end up watching dinner unfold from afar.
Yeah. So he's still doing this, huh?
お願い私だけは殺さないで
Oh my god, no. Shinderu.
Yeah.
ごめんなさいごめんなさいごめんなさいごめんなさいごめん
From atop a building, I watch the bodies writhe. I see. She's only taken 6 victims for now, but 6 of the dead will soon become exponentially more. She's making a game of it. It's like watching a predator toying with its prey, savoring their suffering to feed its sadism. Yet more evidence that common rabble cannot be trusted with this kind of power. Invariably, they get carried away, devouring all the quarry in sight when a single meal would do. I look down at my own hands. Is the way we feed righteous or wicked? Can we be permitted to take the time to savor our meal, to eat not for survival but for pleasure? Of course we can. It's the responsibility of the hunted to defend themselves from the hunter. So decrees the law of nature. The strong will live, and the weak will die.
Yeah.
It is the slaughter of other creatures that defines a beast of...
Or
Is it the
yeah.
slaughter of other creatures that defines a beast of prey? The reliance on other species for sustenance? If so, dead apostles are not the ultimate predator. Humanity is. A species which compensates for its natural weaknesses through technological and cultural advancement. A true ancestor would put it thus. Ultimately, it is humanity who will claim the greatest prey of all, the Earth itself.
Yeah.
However, the ultimate predator is not necessarily the strongest. It's simply the species with the most optimized methods.
Okay.
While human beings excel as a species, they are laughably weak as individuals. Moreover, they're plagued by a systemic evil, their dependence on consuming every other form of life to survive. Or, as they've written it there, they're plagued by a systemic evil there.
Yeah, I know.
Guys, you gotta put spaces between your hyphens.
Or
Otherwise, you're
like
just...
a semicolon or something.
You'd still need a space. Otherwise,
Yeah.
it'd just be like, evil semicolon there.
Yeah, I
It's
know.
also not a word. Like, spaces are important. They cannot help but prey on others, indiscriminate of their victims' intelligence or biological similarity. So, to condemn the slaughter underway as a...
Deliberate act of
Wait,
violence.
no.
Oh?
I did read that right.
So to condemn the slaughter underway... Oh, yeah, as
So,
is.
yeah. So, to
Oh.
condemn the slaughter underway as a deliberate act of malice would be arrogant in the extreme.
Yeah.
I just like to think he's just stuttering in his own head. Like, so to condemn the slaughter as a deliberate act of malice would be arrogant in the extreme. He's just like, I need to stop and collect my thoughts.
Yeah.
If anyone is at fault here, it's the dead. They who lived in ignorance of their predator status and so failed to act in their own defense.
You're wrong. You'd never say that if you knew what it was like to be weak. Preach all you like up to your own kind, but leave us out of it.